Hey guys, Megan here. I wanted to pop in quickly today because I am so excited to announce Edgar's very first content loading party. This is going to be on Wednesday, February 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and the link to save your seat and register for the party is in the comments above, or you can always just email support@meetedgar.com and we'll get you all hooked up. So why we're doing this party is because we want to give you a place and a space to sit around and get organized this year, get creative, and have a sense of community and get all of your Edgar-related questions answered. I'm going to run through a demo at the beginning of Edgar's to make sure you get all of the cool features, especially the new ones that we've been putting out in 2019, and get a really solid handle on them. And then we're going to stay tuned within this system in order to support each other as we load up our content libraries with fresh, new content, develop some really creative strategies for connecting with your community, and make sure that our accounts are set up so that you guys can spend the time engaging with your community rather than posting on social media all the time. I really want to stress here how important it is to get organized with your content up front when it comes to social media marketing. One quote that really reminds me of the importance of this is by a sociologist named Elise Boulding, who once said that if one is mentally out of breath at the time of dealing with the present, there is no energy left for imagining the future. Now, I find this really relatable when it comes to social media marketing, and that's because if you are rushing around and doing status updates on the fly, your community is gonna feel that, and they're not gonna be so interested in following your feed, and you really owe it to your followers not to give them that stressed kind of rushed vibe in all of your updates. Rather have this cohesive marketing strategy so that they can feel the difference between a well thought out, well-crafted social media feed that offers a robust variety of updates versus one that is not as situated in a way that's keeping them consistent and keeping them interested with hanging out with your brand. So I want you to do yourself a favor and think about your future followers and join our party here. Imagine setting them up for success with consistent posting, with feeds that make them want to come back for more because you're providing them with so much entertainment and so much value that they want to keep following you. So joining us for our content loading party on the 13th of February is going to help you create this diverse content, whether it's sourcing some new inspirational quotes, brainstorming some thought leadership topics for your community to get to know you, your brand values, and allow you to shine as an expert in your industry and stand out with your unique voice that you can add to the conversation, or simply just brainstorm some new headlines or questions that you can introduce a blog post with. So if you're taking this dedicated time to make these decisions, to get your content crafted ahead of time, it's really a way that you're not only respecting your social media followers, but you're also respecting your business as a whole. Because when it comes down to it, you spend so much time creating content, creating your product, creating your service, and no one's going to be able to see this if you don't spend the time marketing it as well. Some marketers actually go so far as to say that if you spend, say, 2 hours a day creating content, you need to spend about 6 hours promoting the content you created. Luckily, with a tool like Edgar, that 6 hours can be cut down quite a bit as his tentacles do some of that work for you. But you still need to take that time to uniquely craft the status updates that are going to resonate with your community the most. Find the language that they connect with. Find your followers, the brand that they want to hang out with again. You can do something as little as loading up 10 new posts to each of your categories in Edgar to set you up with a month's worth of fresh content. Again, so you can use that time to engage with your followers, so you can use that time to really connect with your community on a deeper level. Now, this party will be done on a webinar platform that's called Demio, where we can all kind of chat and you can be able to see my screen during the demo part, and we can ask questions after the demo. Again, sitting there, I'll be loading up some content as well, brainstorming with you guys. So it'll be a really nice community vibe. And then by all means, if you have the time to do this as well, I suggest even thinking about taking some time to get out of the office as you're doing this. Create a nice, comfortable space. Go to a co-working space, a coffee shop, anything that'll take you out of your experience and kind of get you into what's known as a third space. So the reason I'm suggesting doing this is because many people find their creativity and their brainstorming power actually flows quite a bit better when you are out of your normal environment. And going back to that quote that we mentioned, it's really able to have you kind of power down from the stresses of your everyday work environment, get out of that environment and tap into your creativity. You'll see your followers will notice this and reward you with the engagement on your posts. They'll be asking more questions, and they'll be able to, again, really find a brand that resonates with them and create that tribe on social media that all of us are working so hard to do. So to get ready for this party, I also suggest taking some time to reflect on your past posts. See what posts drove the most traffic from Facebook, drove the most traffic from Twitter, which ones are getting the most engagement. Pop into your Facebook insights and Twitter analytics to see how much reach versus engagement posts are getting. Notice the language that you're using. Notice the times of day that you are posting at, so we can really hop into your schedule and library and take a deeper dive into these things. If you're not sure on the best way to use your Facebook insights and Twitter analytics, we have some great blog posts that I'll put in the comment below. Or of course, you can always email support@meetedgar.com, and we're more than happy to offer advice there. And you want to start asking yourself, what went well? What were these posts supposed to achieve? And did they meet their goals? What could you have done better? These questions are really intended to remind you about the successes that are available on free platforms of marketing like Facebook and Twitter. And if you're not learning from them, then we don't know how to kind of audit your library. So I do really suggest hopping in there, asking these questions of yourself, really, again, respecting the content that you're creating and crafting that message that makes it connect with your community so that you can adjust for the future by learning from your past posts. And last, if you guys still need convincing about why you should join our party here, remember, putting off your social media status updates until the last minute makes the decision-making process that much harder about what to post. With Edgar's category-based system of posting, it gets you that nice, robust schedule where you're able to say, hey, Monday morning, start out with a motivational quote. Saturday evening, I know my community likes to read my blog posts. Let's do a blog post then. And you don't have to just be doing this on the fly. So I really want to make sure you guys are committing to this time to really dive deep into the language you're using, into the schedule that you're setting, and make that commitment not only to your business, but to your followers as well, so that they know you are always there for them. So like I said, the link to register for this is above. Also email us if you do need any help getting set up. And we are so excited to kick off our first content loading party in February. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week and let us know if you have any questions.